Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a film for you today I've been anticipating watching for a while. It's called Underground Entertainment. It's a documentary by Jim O'Rear and Brian Wilson. Now, before I get into the film proper, there's a little controversy surrounding this. It was supposed to make its big debut at the B-Movie Celebration a month ago in Franklin, Indiana, and apparently the theater owner had a little problem with it, thought there were some things morally wrong with this movie, and that's not to say that there isn't intrinsically wrong things in this movie. I'm going to get more on that later. But came up with a bunch of bullshit reasons about why they couldn't show this, and him and the festival director, Bill Devers, they had real problems, and the movie was pulled. Since then, it's premiered and showed at a lot of places. People are kind of tripping over themselves to screen this, and there's a good reason why, because it's a fantastic film. And I'm sorry about the B-Movie Celebration people. They kind of came across as looking like dick faces. Now, Underground Entertainment, Brian Wilson and Jim O'Rear, they did this show in Tampa, Florida, cable access in the late 80s, early 90s, called Underground Entertainment. And it made me, seeing the clips from the show, made me wish that there would have been a show like this somewhere in Ohio, because when I was, a young man in that, because I'm like 40 now, but when I was a young man during that time, I didn't think there was other people out there like me, because I lived in a small town in Ohio. It was before the dawn of the internet age, as it were, with free porn and everything else, and I didn't know that there was other wacko, nerdy horror fans out there, so I kind of kept that part of my personality suppressed, and now it's just like out there on Front Street, but fuck it. I didn't know that there was other people like this, and, that hung up cool movie posters, played with Freddy Krueger toys, and did stupid shit. And, it kind of made me feel like kindred spirits towards Brian and Jim, and kudos for that. I did have a few drinks while we were making this movie, or watching this movie, and this helps your enjoyment of any film, especially this film. And it was really cool. Now, Brian Wilson and Jim O'Rear, they've done a lot of stuff. Well, Brian's done, recently Ghost of Tennessee with Jim, and Idiot Gore, I believe he has a part in, which is upcoming, from Joshua Hall, who also did the awesome Beverly Lane that Jim O'Rear is fantastic in. Definitely check it out. It's coming out soon. And Jim O'Rear's been in a lot of shit, man. The Dead Matter, Postmortem America 2021, which I thought he was fantastic in that, and The Deepening and stuff like that. And there's some scenes from The Deepening, which with the fantastic Debbie Rochon, and anybody that knows me knows that Debbie's one of my heroes, and I worship the ground she walks on. I've never met her, though. So, and they kind of ruined the sex scenes of that movie with me, because Jim's like in between the yabos, and I'm flaccid when Jim O'Rear is on screen. I'm going to be completely honest with you there. But everybody and their brother is in this movie. Ron Jeremy, Scout Taylor Compton, Danielle Harris, Robert Englund's in this, Debbie Rochon, Ari Lehman, Joe Pilato, I noticed, is wearing an Italian Zombie Movie Parts 1 and 2 button while he's in this film. And Lloyd Kaufman's in it a lot, Bill Forsythe, just a lot of cool people. They talked to a lot of people they did, that they had on the film before, and they talk about, or the show before, and they talk about a lot of things that they started, like swag. I did not know that you guys invented swag. Didn't know that. They basically invented the reality show, which is cool, because maybe Survivor owes them like a lot of royalties or some shit, and they invented a lot of stuff. They the first people to do coverage of horror conventions, which blew my mind, because I thought other people did that stuff. But definitely very cool, very eye-opening that they were pioneers in this genre like that, and pioneers for all of us in underground entertainment, which oddly enough is the title of the film. Now, there is a few wrong things in this movie. There's some early footage of Jim O'Rear in a bikini, and I didn't fucking need to see that. Thanks. Especially with the way his voice sounded back there, I did not need to see that. And Brian Wilson, you're more man than I am. And because, yeah. Anyway, another thing I didn't need to see is, both of you guys laying on what appears to be a hotel room bed with Debbie Rochon. I would like to take one of those black light tests that cover lit if I ever get a chance. And also, a couple other wrong things about this are the evolution of the hair is interesting, and not really wrong, but interesting. Brian Wilson's hair kind of starts off as like a Bart Simpson mullet, and then it goes to like a hair gel thingy, maybe a pro wrestler thing, and then it's kind of like a Flock of Seagulls thing, and then now it's just like the every guy, kind of like a Jackson Brown type thing is, I think, what he's shooting for. I don't know if he's achieving that. You'll have to ask him. And Jim O'Rear's hair is fantastic in this. Besides, for the one point that it looked like Donald Trump needing a shave, his hair is kind of like the cycle of the moon. It's like new, waning, waxing, whatever, full, and bang, there it is, man. Jim, you look better now, but I'm still flaccid when you're on screen. Underground Entertainment as a whole, though, you're going to laugh your ass off at this movie. There's a lot of funny stuff. I wish that, I could have watched a show like this when it was on, because it was groundbreaking in a way, and these men are patriots, and they should be lauded and raised up, if you feel me. And I would be interested in seeing the episodes of this. If they ever put those out on DVD or something, they'd probably overcharge for them. But I could probably get them off a torrent site somewhere. I don't know. But Underground Entertainment, I'm happy to have reviewed it. I'm a changed man for having seen it. And I interviewed Jim a couple of days ago, and a couple people said I am now Jim O'Rear's bitch. So apparently, proudly, I am Jim's bitch. Underground Entertainment, 9 out of 10. I'm Tom, support independent cinema. Thanks.